Welcome to Zolder. Situated in northeastern Belgium, it is a 4-kilometer circuit or 2.492 miles. 60 minutes of racing action presented by New World Sim Racing. Drivers represented in 3 classes from 7 countries. All told by Joey and Fairs, bringing you corner-by-corner commentary and opinion. Who will come out on top? Stay tuned.
Hello. Surprise. Do we want to reveal who that was?
Hello there.
Hello there. Welcome everybody. Welcome to round 2. You join us right as our first class is now putting in their first hot laps. Everybody knows who that was. I mean not everybody. The boys that have been here for a while know.
Did I miss something? Was I not paying attention?
The most beautiful man in New World. Yeah, we had a new intro video today, or a second intro video today, presenting specifically Zolder. Old Johnny Pitlane, yes, it was Mr. Barrett.
Oh, Mr. Barrett.
Love it. I saw it. And like, that's 100% going in. Mr. Safety Car himself.
Yeah, something like that.
Sometimes.
I think we renamed him the Caution Car because you weren't sure if it was to slow people down after a caution or to cause a caution.
Yeah, Zolder, man. We're already down to the Titan small tracks. What to expect today? Stage name is Max Diff Johnny. That's exactly who that was. Ladies and gentlemen, the intro, both intros presented to you by Mr. Max Diff Johnny. As the bronze drivers are starting to put in their first laps now. We have Jameson Cusworth currently leading the split.
He just found like 4/10 in a hairpin.
Yeah, I was just looking at that exactly. So we're already going to be down to mid-30s with the bronze drivers. Yeah. That is already very good times.
Yeah, I think...
Hello there.
From what I heard of people complaining about other people being fast, the expected top times are going to be in the 28s-ish. Sounds like mid-28s possibly.
For the fastest boys, yeah.
But, you know me, I still don't know track times, so I just try to pay attention.
Hello there, David. Yeah, so currently today on track 6 bronze drivers. One new face today that has not joined us for the first round is Ramsey Connolly. So he is still currently in the initiation split. We'll know exactly where to place him next. Ooh. Commander Rider cost. Who was that? 135. That is Alvarez having a hard time there on the exit of the hairpin. Ooh.
And McLaren things.
And a spin. Yikes. So he's going to have to try and get his lap time back in. They only have another 2 laps to go for the first split to go today.
Yes, Chris, the only McLaren.
Can you believe it? We didn't.
Someone has to carry the torch, okay?
Warming up the tires for the hot lap.
Yeah, 100%.
That was the strat, was it not?
Yes. Fun fact, McLarens actually do better when you do the 360.
Seriously? No, that's pre-19. Pre-3.19. Yeah, so today they still have 2 drivers that have not set a valid lap that are out on track currently. Ryan Wampler and Juan Alvarez. I think we caught a glimpse of Juan getting a little spinny at the exit of the hairpin earlier. We'll see what he can do. And then right behind him, we have Ryan Wampler, who also has not set his first valid lap time yet. So they're going to have one more try after this one. Hope that they can get that done.
I mean, it's Zolder. If you start from the back, it's not.
Yeah, if you start from the back, Zolder, it's not that bad. Lots of people end up getting drive-thrus. What do you guys reckon the count for drive-thrus is going to be today? I mean, hopefully for everyone's sake, 0, but we all know that's not going to happen.
3 separate drive-thrus. Now, if this was Coda, I would put money on 3 drive-thrus for only Ryan.
Back is probably better than mid-pack. Maybe, but in the end, like, once a few laps start to go in, you know, you're going to have the fast drivers stuck in traffic, and then everyone's still fighting for position, things like that. Yeah. So we have a valid lap currently from all the bronze drivers just coming in. Ryan Wampler puts himself in 4th. Juan Alvarez still 4 seconds off the pack, so he has some work to do. He's already up a second, so he was taking that lap really easy after spinning the one before. Ramsey Connolly? Connolly? Is that? Go on.
Cannoli?
No, we have spaghetti.
Cannoli?
I know you're thinking of cannelloni. I don't want to do that.
Cannolis? Cannolis. I'll
Connolly. Ooh, Adam Henry there, just on board with him. Is that still valid?
Apparently.
He just flew through the second corner of the chicane, and his lap time is still white. And even that looked like it would have been invalid. And he's taken out the cone for everybody else already. So a 1.5 seconds already improving on his lap time. Hi-ho, Mr. Race Point.
So Ramsey was not able to improve. The McLaren's rough here. Like, the one car that absolutely does not want to touch a single curb ever in its life. And that's what this.
All of these corners look invalid, but his laps is still white.
What?
There's no way. Oh, okay. That was invalid.
Okay.
So
all right.
So that was a second. That was 1.6 seconds faster. So that is gonna be his lap time. He's gonna have to bail.
What just happened?
Silver's coming out on track now.
Yeah, that was a little awkward on pit exit there.
Yeah, I guess he wanted to do a cooldown lap, come back in. But I found himself right in the middle of Silver. So that was in fact not valid, ladies and gentlemen.
So Michael Lukey first on track for the Silvers. He takes out the other cone. What a jump.
Yeah. Yeah, congrats on pole for bronze. Jameson? Jameson or... Yeah, Jameson.
Yeah, Jameson.
Okay.
Congrats, Jameson, for the pole. Yeah. By 7/10 in the Porsche. Yeah. Honestly, really good time. Low 30s.
Low 30 is fantastic.
Really solid, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Really solid time.
And I remember when I was happy with 31s.
Hell,
and everybody was doing the same times.
I don't think I've done a 30 pre 1.9, to be honest.
So Michael Lukey gets the first valid hot lap. We see a train of yellows for everybody slowing down in Sector 2. Or, sorry, in the start of Sector 3.
I mean, you know, they just really don't have all this track space. Out, you know?
Yeah.
You must have watched all these pro races where they parade lap and bunch up.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm gonna be honest. Zolder is one of the difficult ones where you can try and place yourself on track because there's a lot of invalid laps. A lot of people go back to the pits and try and get their tires set back up, the fuel adjusted, and then they come out right in front of you. You can't really do anything about that.
So they're claiming that Lukey was doing 28s in practice.
I don't know how good the new Porsche is at Zolder, but I'm pretty sure that it was pretty decent before, or the older Porsche was pretty decent at these smaller tracks.
All I've
Zolder's
heard this
Antwerp.
week from my sources from the Porsche group, Zolder has rekindled Greg's absolute hatred for this.
Where is Greg? We'll see him later when he gets back out on track. So, Michael about to post the first valid lap, and it is a 30 flat. 3/10 faster than Cusworth, so he's gonna now start and try and improve on that. Already a 10th in the first corner. Who's next to cross the line? Ryan Cody puts himself in third. See Paul Miles with an invalid lap. Bookwalter is now in fourth. I want to remind everyone he's just recently graduated to silver from bronze last season. Really good to see him doing well already.
Yeah, for sure.
Jeremy Story puts in the fastest lap of the race, already into the 28th.
Shit.
Or fastest lap of qualification, I'm sorry.
And he's gonna pit it.
Pit it?
Maybe he's doing some tire adjustments.
Tire and fuel adjustments. Trying to extend that lead a little bit, maybe. Thiago Alves is back today.
You love to see it.
Yeah, welcome back, Thiago. He's not joined us for the first race this season. I believe he had enough racing for the day last week. Joby.
Oh yeah, because he did 3 races?
I think something like that, yeah.
I know he did 2 of the NERB endurance.
Thiago started drinking after the F4 race earlier.
Oh yeah, this is true. Thiago is a little too.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. Michael Lukey with a big Tokyo there. Right as we come on board. We did not snipe him.
He did post a 29. Let's cut that gap to Story down to 3/10.
Joby on Nissan is not a car you're used to seeing so far high up, but he's currently third in class. The qualification, everybody still has a lot of time to gain. I just saw Sharpenberry post a what was that, 30.1, and already up 2/10 in the first 3/10 in the first few corners. Yep. 3 Nissans in
Thiago
silver.
just did a 30 flat.
And he's satisfied. Now he's adjusting his setup. So Thiago's going to get back on track. Low fuel, trying to get some more time out of that car. 3 Nissans in silver. Yes, so we have Joby, Barrett, Mr. What was it? It was Max Diff Johnny.
Yeah.
And Ryan Cody, our good cop here in New World.
So I've got Max Stiggs currently up 4/10 on his best. Sorry, make that 6/10. I don't want to click on him because I don't want to snipe him.
Or
I
a
am
bit too
riding
late.
with Nick Mosley though, and he is up 5/10 at the moment.
Yeah, so you know what I said about you not getting cut off earlier? You're getting those cancelled.
What the fuck, man? I swear.
Just get a little closer, speak a little louder, I guess. So Max Stiggs, 9/10 out of the final corner, is going to improve on his lap time massively. That's going to put him in second. Just 2.5 tenths
How's
off
that?
of.
Is that better?
Oh, perfect. Perfect. Is Mark gold? Mark Robeson is gold, yes. But
Gold like his Jag.
gold like his Jag. I mean, I do want to talk about that Jag. We'll get to him when they go out on track. But see, yellow flag. What was that? 662. Ryan Kurtz on. See him having some trouble at the last chicane. And
Oh my goodness, Max.
is that
Max
Max?
attempting to send his Porsche to orbit off the first chicane.
Oh, that was McSharpenberry. No, that was McSharpenberry sending himself to orbit as well.
Oh, Max
Right
did
before.
it as well. But Max just managed to save it.
That's funny. And McSharpenberry's up a second, despite nearly losing it. Unless we're looking at the wrong person. Who was that?
No. Right. He's currently up a full second.
Oh, okay. No, that was Nick Mosley in front of him. That almost sent it to space.
Oh.
So McSharpenberry got the pass done due to the
Ryan coming
invalid
back
lap.
into the pits. If he hurries up, he can get back out for another lap.
Showing up late. It's all good, Guzman. Get in there.
Typical Guzman, you know. It's all good, buddy.
Get in there. The race is an hour long. Anything can happen. If you have to start from the pits or start from the back, it's fine.
It's
Didn't enjoy
Zolder.
yourself. Yeah, it's Zolder. Name of the game is surviving. David Chamilio currently improving on his lap time. I'm sure this is not where he currently wants to be. 2.5 seconds off pace currently.
Sounded like he had a busy week. He didn't reach out to me for his NASCAR setups until like Friday. So it sounded like he had a busy week.
But with 1 minute to go, Jeremy Story still leading exactly less than a tenth off of his best lap time. Actually, it's exactly the same lap time. He gets to do one more flying lap. Joby, second in class
Good
currently,
Chad.
sitting in the pits. He's satisfied.
Yep.
He's like, that's it. I'm not gonna.
The other Nissans, Ryan and Barrett, they are a tenth off of each other.
Ryan also in the pits is done with qualification.
Ryan could not find any. Looks like he was struggling a little bit today.
Max Stiggs crossing the line, gets one more run. 20 seconds left in this session.
Chamilio is still up 4/10 at the moment coming out of the second chicane. See what he has on the second half of the lap here.
Yeah, we'll get on board with Max in just a little bit. Andrew Lloyd improving 4/10. Cross the line, 3 seconds to go. He's going to be able to do one more lap. And 87 would be it for him. Max Stiggs, you mentioned, right?
Chamilio is
Ooh.
coming in on a flyer right now, 4/10. So yeah, he jumps up. Puts in a time of a 30.6.
He moves right as I was trying to click on him. So Chamilio satisfied with this time. Who else is currently on track? Not much improvement left. So next person across the line is going to be Felix. Is not going to have enough to improve on his lap time. Followed by Buck Walter coming around the final corner, exactly even on his best lap time. And I think that is going to be it for all the silvers. Yeah, that is it for all the silvers. Last person on track is Lukey with an invalid lap. He's going into the pits.
Yep.
Practicing his pit entrance.
So yeah, I guess we are getting into at least the low 28s. Are 27s even possible here? I mean, I guess it's possible. The aliens probably, but
So here we go with the now the gold class about to start theirs. So I reckon we're probably gonna see a very low 28 or a high 27 from Nick.
probably.
I'm willing to give him ballast if he doesn't.
So someone who was not here last week, who is here this week, out on track first,
What?
the one and only, your favorite.
My favorite. I'm gonna go inside him. Hang on, give me a second. Take us through the first chicane, Peter Hutch, and that's bumpy, man. That's really bumpy. You're seeing Danny and Carl Lewin in practice at 27. Okay, then they're definitely going to see some of them. Nicholas Alvarado very close behind. There's no way that was valid. I don't understand the validity for like the track limits for the second chicane.
Yeah, there's a fine line.
Pray for Nick's pedals.
Yes,
Why?
I don't know if you saw that. So apparently Nick is running into an issue with random disconnects of his pedals.
Oh,
He does not know if it's the port or if it's the cable. He plans on getting another cable to see if that's it. But he did say his plan is to have the keyboard ready. So if it disconnects mid-race, he'll just Alt F4 so it doesn't.
I thought you were gonna say so he just switched to keyboard and mouse like we're used to seeing him before.
You know, why doesn't he?
Oh no, it's already clipped. Great. Nicholas Alvarado, currently in pole for gold class. Slower than Jeremy's story, so Jeremy's doing a fantastic job already keeping it up there. Danny Bison in second, fourth overall. Luis very
man,
close behind.
unlocked, man.
Unlocked.
I don't know what happened, but Luis is officially just absolute.
Luis is cracked,
Yes.
man.
Oh, that's an invalidate from Hutch.
I was about to hop on board with Hutch. I didn't even click him. I was just thinking about it. You wonder if it's worth changing tires in the pits. It's only 5 seconds. Yes, so it is only 5 seconds if you do take the tires. 5 additional seconds that you'll get to save if you don't. But I mean, that's up to you to decide. It's either track position or pressure rubber. I don't know how it is in 1.9 yet, but we'll see.
You have to be really good at, even before 1.9, you had to be pretty good with managing your tires to not take tires.
Yeah. The pros are taking tires, yes. I don't know
If you give Nick an option to take tires, he's gonna take tires, even if he just drove like 2 minutes.
and we see our... I thought that was going to be a 27. So we're not seeing the 27s yet. However, Danny
Not yet.
Bison just crosses in the line already 4/10ths up in turn 2. He's really pushing that thing. Lost already 2/10ths from it. Nicholas Alvarado coming across second chicane now. 3/10ths up, 4/10ths up on his fastest lap.
That is Mike Jackson's back.
Oh yes,
You
I
love
forgot
to
to
see
mention.
it.
Yes, so Mike Jackson is joining us.
And
This
we
season
are
once
officially
more.
up to 40 people now for tonight's race. Showing up fashionably early.
Wow.
Also, from my inside sources, Rados just got off the golf course. He showed up right around when practice went live
Wow.
at like 40 minutes ago.
Yeah, I saw Rados. I was looking for him when I was going through everyone.
Yep, he was apparently out on the golf course. Greg decided to do a practice day, but actually,
Michael Lukey. So Michael is practicing new tires. Wow, new pedals. Can you tell? I just bought tires.
yeah, right. You've only been talking about tires for like a month now.
I'm trying to figure out which ones to get. Ooh. What was that? Lamborghini. That was David Funk. So not having a good time in turn 2. Danny Bison, Nicholas Alvarado, Joseph Kostovich. Sorry, I didn't remember the first name there. And Ed Kerstetter, all within 5/10ths of each other. With a 28 flat for Nick. And he's not improving yet. So he just went back to the pits, changed tires, changed fuel. Look at him trying to warm that up.
Nick really is the Honda Whisperer, dude. Absolute shit can of a car again, and this dude's like, nah, hold my, I don't know. What does Nick drink? Does he even drink? Oh, he does drink. What does he drink though? Never really talks about
Tap water.
tap water. I feel like Nick's just like, whatever alcohol is given to me, I'll drink it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Danny Bison losing 3/10 throughout the lap, and then gaining another 2 at the last chicane. He's gonna put himself in pole. Oh, he's not. He's barely.
Carl coming around up 4/10 at the moment, coming out of the final. Oh, I sniped him. Oh, I sniped him hard.
Yeah.
I am sorry, Carl.
Still gonna have 2 more tries, 2 more attempts. Ed Kerstetter also coming around the final course. It looks like everybody's losing time in the end there now.
Yeah, it's that you gotta be patient. Get all the gas too early in that corner, you can easily just scuff it.
Yeah. Robert Lewis putting in, what is that, a 29.5. Still a very good time. He was the last to improve on his lap time. Next person to cross the line, we have no valid laps coming in.
Nothing valid at the moment. I'm not sure where Greg invalidated his.
Andrew Rados
He is currently still up 2/10 on Rados. Up 3/10 right now.
Carl in his lap. Yeah. Everybody currently red on their lap time except for Rados, David Funk, and Marcus Murray. And Carl.
Noted,
Just
Chris.
bailing.
Noted. I didn't know someone could be old enough to be Rob's dad. Right?
Is he the Slippers daddy?
That's Slipper's daddy.
Oh yes. So the last few lap times coming in, Nicholas is gonna have 1 more go. Look at him trying to set up that final lap, starting it, flying already. What do we have coming in? David Funk, 2/10 of the first few corners. Next person across the line is Robert Lewis. Is not gonna improve on his lap time. We'll have 1 last shot.
And Greg has scuffed his first chicane.
And Mark Robeson going into the pits, so he's really off pace here. I don't know if the Jag is good here at all. Doesn't look
Yeah,
like
Chris
he's
is
gonna
actually insane. Top 14 within a second.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Greg tried to put the pig into the sand pit. Fortunately, that's not where you want it at the moment. Can we force Mark to change cars? No. I will let this man ride that Jag because Ryan won't do it.
Joseph Kostovich finishes in 3rd. What do we have? Car number 15, Greg Billingsley going to the pits. He's not going to improve on his lap time, so he's decided to practice an entrance. David Funk, not quite enough to get out fast.
And Rados is not going to improve either.
Nope.
So we will have Pepe starting behind Peppa on the grid.
Nicholas Alvarado. Did he run out of fuel? No, he didn't. He just wants more screen time. And Robert Lewis, final man to cross the line, also on a red lap. They will not improve, and this will be the final order for the start of the race. So looking at the timetables, different purples
Chris,
for every
exactly.
sector. How many DTs will Nicholas get? Can we make that a
prediction?
prediction? I don't think he's gonna get one. We've done a 24 here, Nick and I with Max, and we've managed to survive it.
His coaching lies in the hands of whether or not he gets this.
And that. So our overall front row for Nicholas Alvarado and Danny Baisden, Kostovich and Kerstetter, second row, Carl Big and Luis sitting in front of Carl. Is that something that you would have thought you would see anytime soon?
No,
I'm
absolutely not.
loving it.
But I am too. I don't know where he went. I feel like he went and meditated somewhere and off the grid.
Yep.
Or he's just trying to say, you know what? Fuck Brazil and Argentina. Chile is where it's at. You know? Battle of
Our
South
silvers.
America.
Our silvers. Jeremy Story in P8 overall, followed by Joby in P10 overall. It's quite a few people that have been left kind of farther back.
Yeah. You know, Lukey was apparently looking good in practice. Struggled to get a lap together. Milo down to the middle of the pack after having a great week last week. Alongside Tiago. Um, yeah, kind of a little bit of role reversal between the first week and this week.
Yeah, the one that I'm really surprised to see is Mark Robeson down in P35. Really struggling with that Jag.
I'm sure this might be the week where he's like, if I can just get through Zolder. I feel like, oh no, we have Laguna on here, don't we?
We do have Laguna on
Oh
here.
no.
Do we? We should know this. We do have Laguna. Yes.
Yeah, I said it confidently, Ferris, obviously.
We have Laguna Seca, guys, later in the season. So, for those of you that want to know, we have a moist Bathurst next week, and that is something that you're thoroughly gonna wanna watch. So let's get ourselves to the front of the grid.
The drivers are angry. That means it's going to be good for us.
Yeah. Yes. So, I mean, you want to do a grid walk? Let's get those names up. So, Nicholas Alvarado in pole. Let's do that. Nicholas Alvarado in pole, followed by Danny Basin, Kostovich, Kerstetter, Luis, Carl Big, Hutch, Story, Billingsley. We have Joby, Rados, Murray, McSharp, and Mary, Max Diggs, Mike Jackson, David Funk, Lewis, Mosley, Paul Miles.
You forgot Michael Lukey back there, but it's okay.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oof. There's so many names. Everybody starting to get their cars off.
Yeah, so I think you left off with Mosley, right? So you have Milo, then Tiago, Alves, Andrew Lloyd, Buckwalter, Barrett, Ryan Cody, Jameson Cusworth, who was sitting pole on bronze, and then Felix, Dylan Beveridge, Dave Chamilio, Jared Suckham, Brian Cruzon, Adam Hendry? Yeah, Adam. Said it confidently. David Miller, Mark Robeson, Ryan Wampler, Ramsey Connolly, Simile, Juan Alvarez, Jose Guzman, other Guzman, Carlos Guzman, and then Bruce and Jose Guzman have both decided we are going to go with pit start.
Pit start for Jose and for Bruce. Our race leaders, that is a packed field. I do remember we had a season where we started 42 cars in Zolder, and it was surprisingly cleaner than we thought it was going to be. It was cleaner than we thought. I really hope that we do see a clean race. I think everybody was terrified of Zolder, so that worked out in our favor. I hope everybody still is terrified of Zolder. But I also hope to see some really good racing today.
Me too. You know, as much as like they can cause some mayhem, these boys can drive cleanly. We've seen it before. We know it can be done. Sometimes it takes like having Chris go in there and publicly shaming them all. But you know,
as the grid comes around the final two corners and prepares to start the race, Nicholas Alvarado is going to be there to start the field. Let's get a side-by-side for your turn one. And it is green lights. And we do see some three wide, almost three wide
Yep,
at the
Kurt's on
start.
already. Oh, and there goes. What just happened?
Nicholas just phased and reappeared inside of
I
another
don't-
car.
Yeah, I don't know. That was strange.
Yeah, so Nicholas Alvarado, I guess, is fallen all the way back down. That was weird.
Yep, he's all the way to the back. That was.
Don't know.
I have no idea.
As everybody now makes their way to the first chicane. It's a
Like,
Ferrari
someone went
sliding.
wide. Oh, God.
That is Jeremy Story who's lost it coming out, and I see a lot of yellow flags.
Everyone's being smart on the rejoins. All separate instances.
And a little bit of a bro got scammed. Nicholas got scammed indeed. So the front pack so far: Danny Bison, Joseph Kosovich, Peter Hutch, Kerstetter, and Rados, all very close to each other. Following them, oh sorry, Rados is within the second group here. Rados and Joby, followed by Max Stig. So I'm not too sure what happened there. Start.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check and see what happened here. That was definitely.
And already we see a pit coming in from Story to repair the damage that a few people couldn't avoid him there. We saw it when he slid off of the
Yeah, I
first
saw
chicane.
Greg hit him. I think it was on the side though. But yeah, the whole Nick thing was very.
Look at that shot. That is a fantastic shot, honestly.
That was. Oh, he took out Luis.
Did he
That's who
actually
he
take
hit.
out Luis?
Yeah. What? I'm
Yikes.
curious to get Nick's point of view of what he saw on his end.
It looked like he disconnected for a split second there and just rejoined late.
Yeah. And if you want to hold on to the replay here, we'll be coming around to the
Let's get the replay up as
story
well.
here.
Oh, you'd love to see that shot. Oh, it was a tap
Greg,
from
give
Greg.
him. Yeah, Greg, give him a little tap.
Oh, you hate to see it.
Yep.
Greg is going to lose big time off of that in places and
Yeah.
in points, unfortunately. We do have a yellow flag Guzman sitting at the exit of the second chicane. He's teleported back to the pits. But Jeremy Story with another yellow flag and is back to the pits. I would suspect he's probably not very happy about today. Sitting on board now with the... Was that Lloyd just given the spot to Barrett? They were side by side for a split second. And Barrett is now ahead. Ooh, I saw a late break in there by a Ferrari. Couldn't tell who that was. I just want to...
Yeah.
It was like iRacing lag with Alvarado? Yes, it was.
Yeah.
It was a weird one because his car didn't move. It didn't like start to slow down. And then just like, hey, by the way, I'm actually supposed to be elsewhere. And
So-
Nicholas Alvarado currently yellow flag with Robeson. He's sideways in the first chicane.
Oh.
Trying to reverse out of the way. He was right there.
And scared Tiago.
Yep.
Let's see what happened.
And Nick also not having a good time
This
with
is,
today's race.
Definitely something else.
We've lost already 2 drivers. And a few more to damage, it looks like. But from everybody else on track...
Can't stop the bathtub.
Was it actually?
Yeah.
Oh, Mark Robeson misses his braking entirely. Ouch. And ouch. Ladies and gentlemen, the bathtub does not stop. Bathtub goes in a straight line.
So Nick is in the pits.
Bathtub has too much inertia. Further back the field, so we still have a lot of drivers battling each other. Currently, Mark Sharpenberry and Luis side by side. Luis trying to get back up after getting destroyed by Nicholas's internet at the beginning of the race. Who is that in front of him? That is Carlos Guzman. He is going to go side by side with him. Is this a lunge into the second chicane? It will be. Leave just enough room. It gets pushed out a little wide on exit there, but cleanly through that chicane. And that was a good defense by Guzman, all things considered. This shot is
Danny
so good.
currently with the purple lap, 29.1 last lap. And Kostovich has Hutch and Kerstetter behind him, keeping them honest. Those three battling.
Yes, and Kerstetter there with a slide into turn 2. You just saw a second ago. I do see a yellow flag. Was that for Dylan Beveridge?
I do see Dylan. Let's see what happened here.
Dylan Beveridge out of the final chicane. 3 cars with side by side. That was a tap. And who is that? Ryan Wampler finds himself sandwiched between McSharpenberry and Guzman. And Guzman's car not really looking very good right now with a few taps. Oh, what happened?
So Beveridge just, I think he was paying a little bit too attention to Brian on the inside here, and completely missed his braking point.
Oh.
And made the wise decision. He saw that he could get in between these two and just goes that way. I think if he'd go right here, he's probably going to collect.
Yeah, and that's what we've seen with the
honestly, good call
bathtub.
here. Yeah, so good call there on his end.
Yes. A position swap for David Miller and Thiago Alves. Thiago now starting to get back up after some damage that he's received earlier in the race.
And Rick Smiley. Rick Smile.
Ricky Smile.
What happened here? I feel like he was.
He went straight and lagged back into corner. Yes. Oh, yeah, I've already read that. Thank you, Chris. Chris doing the commentary even when he's not in the booth. I appreciate you.
You can take Chris out of the booth, but you can't take the booth out of Chris.
Exactly. Peter Hutch gets a fantastic run on Ed Kerstetter, but he's not going to be able to get through out of the first chicane. Gonna have to sit back and watch that Porsche's back end for a little while. A yellow flag for Murray and Max. Max trying to get out the way. Ooh. Oh.
I'm getting pulled up here.
Ooh. He's trying to get back out the way after sliding on track, and was it a tap that sent him sideways?
No, too much curb.
Too much curb. Yeah, so we're back on here with Max. That Porsche not looking very good after the rejoin.
Did he? I don't think he got hit though. So he spun. Everyone manages to avoid. Honestly, kudos to Max here, just holding his brakes. He knows he's in a very shitty situation here.
Until the rejoin.
Oh, my replay stops.
Oh. Alright, we've seen it on stream though. So we're watching currently Mike Jackson and Carl Big. So Carl is getting just eaten up here. That Lamborghini not looking very good for him, and some
he
front
did
end
take
damage.
He is running with damage at the moment. He got hit during the story and Greg.
Ouch.
He tried to. He played it smart. He went to the left. He pointed towards the rear of Story's car. Then Story got bumped again. and it spun Story around and then tapped.
Unfortunately for him, yep. Farther ahead, Joby keeping Rados honest. That's not a front end that you see pretty often in your rearview mirror.
I'm just saying, my checkbook is open. So, Joby, you know what to do.
Again,
Greg has moved back up to P8 though. Speaking of, definitely in a damage control situation. He's gonna lose a lot of time from that lap 1 incident.
yep. We do see Cusworth now battling it out with Lloyd, and Cusworth's gonna get ahead of him. Lloyd having also some front end damage, and he's really late braking. Was that to go into the pits, or was that just a missed braking point? But just manages to avoid Cusworth there into the final braking zone.
So Lloyd is going into the pits. So
Yes.
is Brian. Going with the early pit stops. Not a terrible call. Only problem is you're going to probably come out right around the leader,
Yes.
which here can be very awkward. Oh no, Mike Jackson! Oh, Mike Jackson takes what looks to,
And Michael Lukey loses it.
Yep, Lukey loses it, and Milo might have tapped him.
Milo did tap Mike. Lukey just barely. He slowed down enough. Did see it on the
We'll get this
stream.
up on the. It looks like Mike took too much curb and spun out his head.
So that curve really taking some people by surprise.
You know the cars with the hydraulic lifts in them, trying to do the bumps. Yeah, that's what Mike Jackson was doing an impression of. And then
Lukey just watching too closely, guessing from the back.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. He just actually loses his rear end going in on entry, which forces him wide into the curbs. And then Milo does give a little boot.
Little boop. So a few incidents already today.
Yeah, honestly, outside of lap 1, which is always expected, like, not too bad.
No, we don't expect lap 1 incidents. We want 0.
Well, we want 0. It's not what we get.
We'll send very many penalties to all the bad boys today.
Ryan Cody has Jared on his tail. I am not going to show Jared's livery on stream. It's really expensive. But you know.
What? Jared's?
Yeah, so if you look at the rear corner panel of his car, above the wheel well, it says Joey's Donuts. And let me make sure I quote this correctly. It says ACC is the superior sim.
Do I not have the livery set up right? Because I don't see that on his bumper.
No, it's not on the bumper. It's on the rear corner panel.
Oh. Okay, we'll see that back in just a little bit. Luis Castro making a move on Marcus Murray. Marcus Murray, whose front end is looking fairly sad there in the Ferrari. I wonder if he's gonna dive into the pits, try and get that damage repaired, make the most out of his time still here today. Thank you for the follow, Hawkeye88. But so far, a lot of surprises today. If I'm being honest.
For sure. Jared is just sniffing Ryan's rear right now. He is keeping Ryan honest.
Let's get that rear quarter panel. Oh, there we go. Yes, of course.
And then you also have his great team name as well.
Yeah, we definitely see that. He's blaming Max for making him do this. I would blame Max as well.
Yep, for sure.
Following back up now with our leaders. So purple lap currently for Ed Kerstetter. Was sitting in 3rd place. Very close behind Danny Bison and Kostovich. They're having just they're gone. Peter Hutch kind of sitting a little bit farther in the background, alone in a little bubble. 3 seconds back from the leader train, followed by a small gaggle of cars: Rados, Joby, and Funk. I'm so happy to see Joby doing so well today. Love to see it. They do have a back
Any
marker
crazy
in front
punts? Nothing outrageous. Just a couple like not braking early enough. Like,
of them.
none
I
of
mean,
them were like out insane.
the craziest thing was an iRacing blink.
Yeah, for sure.
Thiago Alves catching up to Felix Payant. He's gonna have enough speed to make a move into turn 1. It looks like he's trying to do it, and just doesn't have enough to make it stick. But I love to see Thiago actually attempting moves now. Keep it going.
So interesting situation here. We've got Rados, this little train with Rados, he's holding them up. He did a 30.3 last lap. Joby did a 29.9. Funk did a 29.6. And then Greg is catching. He just did a 29.1. So Greg and Carl, because Carl is right behind Greg now too, they're going to catch this train with Rados.
So we're gonna have.
If you're in their
pretty
situation,
fast.
you probably are thinking, "Is he holding me up too much to where I go for an undercut?" Zolder is a good undercut track.
Zolder is a great track for undercuts, unless you've managed to find yourself right in the middle of traffic, which, to be honest, is difficult to predict.
To not find it, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see here. How long?
So you lose roughly like 40. No, you lose roughly like 50, 55 seconds in the pits, right? So you're gonna have to time it when you're like a little before the end, mid-track, based on the track map to try and find yourself.
So the shortest one I see here is Robeson with a minute 12 total. So
time.
honestly, where they're at right now, if they were, I would do the undercut right now. If I was anyone sitting behind Rados, knowing that he's holding me up. But that's the thing, do you know if he's holding you up or not? Because these gaps, they're not like right on top of each other. But if you just did like 4 or 5 tenths quicker than this guy ahead of you, then, you start thinking about that.
Yellow flag for Ryan Wampler. I don't see him on the track. Oh. Rick Simal, we just catch him eating the wall there. Unfortunately, so.
Oh, on the fast right-hander.
Yeah, and he's found himself right in the middle of everyone, so he's not going to be able to get back on track properly. Thank you for the follow, Ambush and Famous. Carl has 7 seconds of damage and is struggling to keep the car in line. I'm actually surprised that, 7 seconds of ACC is like a decent amount of damage, but
yeah, for sure.
I'm used to Lexus where you take 20 seconds and you're still driving fine.
Yeah. And that's probably why he can't get around Greg, most likely.
And I do want to say the train in front, Rados has managed to put a second gap to Joby, so
he heard me talking shit.
he pulled the Cheetos out.
He is pulling the good ones out.
It just went on more there with the leaders as Kosovic very close to Danny Bison, keeping him honestly that last hairpin. Almost enough space to make a move. But this group up here for the lead is this fight is fantastic.
For sure. Yeah, Rados man is putting the pedal to the metal now. He's probably happy where his car state is at the moment. The gaps are starting to pull away from each other a little bit.
Now this lead is going to catch a back marker in the worst possible spot. I wonder if that's going to let Kosovic and Danny through. Kerstetter has a little more rough of a time with who is that? That is Alvarez. He gets through before the next corner. Just saw a position swap from Greg and Carl.
Yep.
If you can find
Carlo
out what
got him
happened.
on turn 2 and instantly pulled a second.
that's a lot of time to gain.
Actually, I want to see what happened.
Let's get a replay
Now,
of that.
Lewis is right up on.
So everybody's starting to spread out just a little bit.
So, yep, there you go. Greg gets a little too wide on the exit of turn 1. Touches grass.
This is not the time to go touch grass.
Yeah, I will let him know that this is ACC, not iRacing. We do not want to touch grass.
We're playing video games on a Sunday. It's not the time to go and touch grass.
Correct.
Everybody's starting to spread out just a little bit as the field starts to get a little bit more, in the rhythm. Get Zolder going. I wonder how many people have warnings already.
Yes.
See, the cones have gone, so somebody definitely has a warning. There's no more cones anywhere. And the closest fights on track currently are for the battle for P20. A 3-car battle for P20 and a 3-car battle for P1. Erstetter dropping just a little bit there. He was, Erstetter probably had a little slide there because he was within 5/10, and then after a few corners is now 2.5 seconds behind. A fight as Robert Lewis gets around, what was that? Back marker. And, ooh, manages to keep it off the wall. Just eating a little bit too much curb on that chicane. That's not what we want to be doing on Zolder. But unfortunately for Lewis, as he was about to get past Greg Billings, so we were about to start fighting, that chicane just decided that's the end of that.
So apparently that, the start of the race, just looking at the chat, Story is saying that he saw about 3 cars blink.
Oh.
So something, and I've been watching some streams and people having server issues. I don't think it's just us, but
Has something deteriorated with the ACC? Because we've generally not had any server issues overall. Nick posted a clip.
yeah, Nick posted the clip.
So should we had red flagged that and restarted? I'm guessing we probably should have.
Nick was the only one that I saw. I didn't think, and it was just him and Luis that had the contact. But yeah, if I would have known that it was more, just Nick.
We'll need a few more spies to tell us what happens next time. But I'm surprised to see this because usually our server has been fairly stable. We've always seen though 1 or 2 disconnects, and it's from a specific person here and there. Robert Lewis eating that curb again. Really not having a good time with that first chicane. You're gonna join a spectator for the rest of the race and do red flag as necessary? Sure, that would be very helpful. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw your incident story of the chicane.
Yeah.
That was unfortunate. Like, at first we thought you spun and then just got collected, but we did see what happened really. And so McSharpenberry and Rados diving into the pits. Rados, I don't think he was being held up, but has gone into the pits to try and get tires, I would assume. Lewis?
I would assume.
Luis making his way past Cody. So Ryan Cody has just gone also into the pits. So Luis starting to make his way back up the pack. T1 is always crazy, just spraying. Did you also have like a bunch of people blink for you? Because we were watching Nick and we saw his car move forward as if he didn't brake, and then I thought he was just Alta 4ing there. like he said he would, because of his brake pedals. So yeah, do let us know next time. I guess it is best to red flag it and restart it.
Yeah, if I would have known multiple people, just would have let the server reset itself and figure itself out, get its shit together.
Well, our server, the performance of the server, like the actual hardware-wise, we've turned off all the other, everything else that's happening on the server. The hardware itself is really good. Mr. Paul owns the server, and he does not shy away from good hardware. So I'm not too sure
Yeah.
what would have happened there exactly.
I still think it's a Kuno. I don't think it's RN. I still think it's a Kuno's thing. I was
Windows
watching
update.
people just getting randomly disconnected from even the LFM servers. So
Windows update in the middle of the race. We'll say
yeah,
that.
probably.
Ryan Wampler, a 10th off of, who was that? David Miller. So fight for the lead in bronze now. Starting to come up. And who is that? Danny Bison right behind them. Is that a bathtub sideways?
Looks like it.
It's not how you go fast, Mark. I'm sorry to see that. To get another yellow flag from Felix. So a lot of work to do there for a lot of drivers. Robert Lewis going side by side with Paul Miles is going to get the move done. I don't know if Paul really fought that much, but I just want to say Paul doing a fantastic job. Despite starting, I remember seeing him start in 20th. He's currently in 9th position.
And he was
P2 in class.
He's been in a couple instances. Well, I'd say a couple instances, but he was avoiding a couple, so lost a lot of time there.
The front of his car
is
does
on a
look
mission.
little. Yep.
Because he's now what, P2 in class? Only a couple of people have already pitted in class, so
That is a respectable story. And remember, you have 2 drop rounds this season, so I guess this will be one of them. And just relax,
Yep.
enjoy the rest of the season, enjoy the rest of the race. And we'll see you next week on track again.
for sure.
And in the end,
Buckwalter. Spark.
yeah, he is yellow flagged. Kosovic getting around Chimilio. And that looked effortless. I wonder if Chimilio just gave the spot. And the first drive-through is coming in. David Funk gets the first drive-through of the race.
Rip.
He's coming out the pit, so that must have been speeding through it.
So something happened. Not sure what happened to Buckwalter. He just parked it. He went off track, parked it, and is out of the server. So I'm not sure exactly what happened.
Not enjoying
Hopefully everything's okay.
Zolder. Or a emergency.
Yep.
Is that it? Oh no. I thought we were watching the replay.
Sorry.
No worries.
It was literally just like him just driving off and then parking.
So, as Chris has said, Danny is in the pits. From the lead, has decided to go into the pits. We'll see him. He might be lucky enough to not get too much traffic on his way out. But Ed Kerstetter provisionally leads the race now. A fight coming up for Ryan Cody, and oh, that was a misbraking by McSharpenberry. This is his brakes. It tries to avoid Ryan going through the grass and cannot stop in time to not hit Michael Lukey. So that's unfortunately going to be a lot of damage for Michael. Just eating it up right at the back.
Yeah, And McSharpenberry teleporting to the pits, unfortunately.
Not what you want to see.
Zolder strikes again.
Zolder does strike again, and we are only halfway through the race. So still another 30 minutes to go. Peter Hutch and Kerstetter both go into the pits, one after the other. Carl Big inherits the lead of the race. I wonder how far he'll be moving up. And yeah, I do see we're down to 34 cars on track. We started with 41. So rate of attrition right now is fairly high.
Yep, and this is why we added drop rounds as well, right?
Oh yeah.
Shit's gonna happen.
Zolder claims another soul. I always have to update the camera every time someone goes into the pits while in front of us. Jared second
Bruce.
with with a yellow flag. So Jared just losing it out of turn one. I don't see any damage on his car.
Yeah. Turn one here is so tricky.
Yeah, Tiago gets a full face of Hutch coming out of the pits. Yeah. So Alvarez, bronze leader, currently in the pits. Is he bronze leader, or did Alvarez just teleport? Because I see him in P30 in my race control.
Juan Alvarez, yeah, he is in the pits. I'm not sure if he teleported.
Hey, Bruce.
No, he's out of the pits now. So.
Okay. So Jameson Cusworth currently leading the race in bronze after the pit cycle for everybody in with the red badges, keeping that pole position from qualifying. 17 seconds ahead of Ramsey Connolly. Both drivers we've not seen them have a yellow or get involved in anything so far today, so let's hope that they can keep it that way. Andrew Lloyd, I have seen a yellow flag a few laps ago. I believe spin, because I don't see any damage on his car. And just trying to get around Zolder. Again, for everybody that is here, that everybody that is watching, and everybody that's watching this back on the VOD, finishing the race gets you a decent amount of points. Obviously, finishing over 80% of the laps is the requirement, but if you do have an incident, take it easy, relax, and try and keep going, because that rate of attrition, anything can happen, and you can get a few more points by just surviving
For
a little
sure.
bit.
And just staying out there puts you in the running to gain positions because of those penalties. So, because we do the time at the end of the race, so just stay on track. You never know what's going to happen in front of you. So yeah.
Yeah. And oh wow, cameraman.
So Greg Billingsley managed to jump Rados in the pits.
So Rados probably went to repair damage.
That is my guess. Let's see what happened.
Yeah, he had damage on the car. I don't see much of it right now. You went skiing today, Bruce. Why are you racing? You went skiing.
So Rados must have had something happen, because Rados was actually 4 seconds quicker than Greg in the pits.
Tires maybe.
Well, what I'm saying is Greg jumped Rados. Rados was ahead of Greg.
Yeah, Rados probably
I don't
took
know.
tires or repaired damage or something.
No, Greg's pit was longer than Rados's.
Oh.
Yeah. By 4 seconds.
I don't know. And we're seeing a move here by Luis trying to get through Barrett, whose voice you've heard at the intro. I want to remind everyone. It's an awesome intro, by the way. I love it.
Yes.
I would pay that man to have an intro for every week. A side-by-side by Felix and Murray. So that is definitely not valid by Murray there, but that's going to be a warning. Careful, we don't want to see more drive-thrus. We've already seen one today.
My number was 3, so
25 minutes to go. A nice, beautiful sunset now. It's probably blinding everyone coming through turn 2. And currently the closest battle on track.
Carlos Guzman up behind Dave Chameleon.
Barrett lets Luis go through. It is not a fight for class position, so no points lost there. Smart move by Barrett and a little flash for Luis.
Dave goes a little bit wide, and Guzman's able to slip right underneath him.
But that's still going to give David a better run.
Yeah.
Will he have enough?
And they have Tiago joining the battle here. This should be a nice little battle. I'm sure I've said this before. Racing against Chameleon, always fun. He's aggressive, but so clean. Like, he just will not give you a position. Easily.
Oh yeah.
Unless he makes a mistake, like he will fight you for it, and it's so much fun because you know you can go side by side with him, and he's not going to do it. It's just a lot of fun.
Love it. That's honestly the best part. Like, I don't even care about my position. I don't care about how well I'm doing, just how well fights are going. Right. As long as it's clean. And...
just give me a good fight, man.
Oh yeah. I panic though. I don't want to mess it up, but you just got to do it. Get comfortable around people, and it's good fun. Yeah. Gets that adrenaline pumping as well. Like your foot starts shaking and.
Oh yeah.
You know how it is.
Fun.
I do want to go back to our race leaders. So Kosovic has jumped Kerstetter over in the pits. I wonder if Kerstetter has taken tires and Kosovic has skipped on them. Danny Bison currently in P3, who was leading as well the race. So
they all 3 had identical pit times.
Identical pit times. Wasn't Danny leading the race though?
Yes. So it could have been an in lap or out lap that cost.
Yeah. So a 1/10 gap between Tiago and David Chamilio. They're gonna go sequentially through the single file through the first chicane. God, it's so jarring seeing the cars bouncing around coming out of that. As everybody starts to settle in, our race leader 949 car, Kostovic, catching up to this pack of silvers that are battling. So that's going to interrupt that fight. What else do we have on track? We have Mike Jackson getting very close. Look at that. Doing a... Let's get a blank shot next time we have a few cars going through that corner.
Now, Lukey, please don't talk bad about Eris here. You might get banned somewhere else.
Wow. That is Mike Jackson making the move on David Funk.
Chamilio took a look on the outside of turn 1 on Tiago.
Chamilio got the move done.
And so he did not get the move. Oh wait, Tiago got the move done. Wait, yeah, because Tiago's in front of Chamilio. Behind. I'm paying attention. It's fine.
It's so hard, honestly, to look at this many people and figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
And that puts the closest battle on track currently now between Mike Jackson and Paul Miles.
Right.
So, if gap car.
Yep. Easy.
What is?
Just teach her the good old
what just happened?
Bump and run. Bruce talking about how his wife does not understand that gap car.
No. Did everybody hear that on the stream? Can you clip it?
What?
I just had like a massive gunshot. And then
what?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I was clip it. I don't know. This isn't a school. It was loud for me. My ears hurt. And the game sound just all cut off as well for a second. That was from the game. That was not from Anything else?
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I did not hear it.
That's one heck of a backfire if that was what it was. No head forward warning? I wish I could give you one. I didn't know Zolder was in the US. Oh, I just saw, what was that? That was a Ferrari almost hitting the wall. That was lag? Mike Jackson? I'm gonna have to go back and clip that noise because that caught me off guard. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. The race is over, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Listen, Max, it's not in Florida, all right? Jeez.
Wow.
So Mike Jackson up onto Milo again, down to 2/10.
Yep. And again, this fight is not for points. This is just for track position. Mike having a rough time there sliding that Ferrari. So that's going to let David Funk get up on him and Luis Castro. David Funk makes the move and gets it cleanly done before the chicane. Has a great move. Luis now getting in on the action, going side by side.
Mike Jackson just got what we call bullied.
Yeah, and Luis trying to get it done.
Oh my. You know
Mike-
what, Mike? We applaud you for bailing out there.
Oh. He gets a little bit of braking on the grass and wow. Wow. Can we get
Check your underwear after that one, Mike.
Can we get a replay of that from top view? That was
Yeah.
that was intense. Now that is what should happen when you miss your corner.
Yes.
Apart from that, David Funk now starting to get close to Paul Miles, so he's gonna have a go at him. Luis Castro right behind David, so get just give us helicopter, dude. So Luis Castro within 3/10 of David. Let's get a replay up. There we go. Play it.
Oh my god, that is so close.
That wasn't a tap. That was just grass or like losing it.
Yeah.
Oh
Look
my
how.
God.
My god.
That was.
Wow.
That was really close.
That was impressive. That was impressive.
And we come back to Luis making the same move on David Funk. He's gonna get through though side by side now through the chicane, and Luis gets the move done.
He might even force the Funk into a track limit warning, actually.
Yeah, I mean, and I think he might have forced himself into one as well. That almost looked like one. And now they're gonna keep fighting. This battle is raging on this. This is really good racing, and Luis just getting aggressive in there as well. We know he started the race in what was it, P5?
Yes, and was clipped by
teleporting Nick. Guzman with a yellow flag is coming out of the chicane. He's probably taking the curbs too much. Little flash there by Luis trying to get through.
We've got Nick Mosley up on Marcus Murray.
And Carl Big with a yellow. He's eaten the wall.
Oh,
He stopped.
No. He's gone. Wait, what? What?
You can't
What-
park
hold on.
there, sir.
What happened?
We lost Carl.
Carl's gone?
Oh no.
What happened?
His
The
stream died. Carl lost
Oh,
his
no.
internet. Oh my
Not
god.
like that. No. I think we have to wrap around to like, bruh.
I'm so sorry. And there's just 15 minutes to go.
Yep.
Okay, hang on. Let's get that replay back up. All right, just so everybody sees
Hold
what
on.
we just saw. All right, play
Who
it.
is? All right, Jameson just had his life flash before his eyes. Oh my god. But again, it sounds like that something happened at Carl's house if it's streamed at.
Yeah, his internet cut. Is it Verizon again? Was it Verizon that he's having trouble with? Yeah.
I think so. So Luis pressuring Milo right now with Funk behind Luis.
And we need a side-by-side live. So we have 2 fights right now. The battle for the lead in overall. And Luis just got about on miles.
Luis better be sending Milo, you know, some tea or something, because Milo just did this man the biggest of favors.
Oh my god. So Milo letting them through, knowingly, he knows he's not racing for points.
Oh, he's gonna take a look on the inside of Funk though.
Oh,
he backs
yeah,
out. He backs
get
out.
that back up. All right, he backs out. Sorry for that, boys. Race of attrition, it is indeed.
That
was
and
Luis.
Luis goes off in the chicane. I don't think he was flashing enough. I think that's what happened.
Zolder really is brutal. It really is. So Paul Miles is going to get the spot back from Luis. Still in second in his split. So still a very good race for Paul after what seemed to be a pretty disappointing qualification for him.
And I agree, Luki. Joby having an absolute drive in that Nissan.
Yeah, I was about to mention that. So Joby currently 5th overall, 1st in silver. What a fantastic drive for him.
And Tiago having a pretty good run back here. He had a couple of instances early on in the race. He is now caught up to Ryan Cody. This is 4th position in class.
I do want to mention while this battle is happening, so let me get the back of Ryan's car. So I just want everybody to know. Let me turn off the
oh god.
So his livery, I love it. That right there is the man, the myth, the legend.
Oh my god, I never even realized it. Holy shit.
That is Ryan. What a love, I love it.
That was okay.
This is great livery.
That's greatness. I didn't know he was in the livery.
He is in the livery. A little slide there from Tiago in the back. Trying to keep it there. Is that Paul Hutch right? Peter Hutch right behind them. So I guess we're right up in the fight with the leaders. Leaders coming out of turn 2.
Ooh, Ryan. Whew.
Slide there.
A little scary. Uh-oh. Hutch doing Hutch things.
Hutch doing Hutch things.
Splits them.
So Hutch gonna get through. Ryan's gonna let him by, just barely hold on to that lead for Tiago. Good on him.
What a narcissist.
No comment.
In the battle between Pepe and Peppa, Greg has pulled that gap out of.
I just love how the longer the stream goes, the more you talk, the more you get canceled.
Doesn't even. I blame Kunos.
I blame that gunshot from earlier.
Oh, you know, probably is that, honestly. And like, what doesn't make sense is I've done like 4 different settings, and all of them apparently sound fine until they don't.
It's your noise cancellation that's just deciding whatever you're saying is noise. Tiago getting up the inside
Absolutely
of turn 1
bullied.
and gets locked out. So nothing. I mean, Alvarez is there, a back marker, letting them through, and Tiago a little opportunistic, tries to move into turn 1, cannot get it done, is stuck behind
Unfortunately, it was actually his countryman.
Yes.
Juan Alvarez.
Yeah, so Juan Alvarez in P28 currently. P4 in bronze. Has to come through. Brian Kurtzen really up there, right behind David Chamilio, trying to get the move done. And that's going to let Guzman. Oh, are we going to go 3?
Guzman just has to sit and watch now. And it's...
Oh my... Wow.
Just got bullied.
Did we see that right?
You bullied me.
Did he just outbreak everyone? Gooseman.
Let's go to a replay.
Slow clap. That was a good one. I mean, that was ballsy, but that you made it work. 10 minutes to go, and the battle for the lead still raging on. Ed Kerstetter and Kostovic, 4/10 from each other. Danny Bison 4.5 seconds behind, so Danny not able to get back up to the lead. I wonder if he's backing off from mornings.
All right, so I have the replay.
Yeah, let's watch that.
So Carlos just gets an absolute amazing run out of the chicanes. The two in front of them have a terrible exit. And he's just like, thank you, come again.
And he gets it done clean as well. What a move from Carlos.
So long, gay boys.
What a move, Carlos.
Oh, what a move.
That was clean. That was
so clean.
That was scary but clean. I wouldn't have done that.
He must have been practicing with Hutch. Oh no.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Alvarez.
Can't park there, mate.
Get us a replay of that. That needs to be seen on stream.
That was.
I looked for a second, and there's something going on definitely there. So Alvarez,
just a Zolder moment right there.
Yeah, Alvarez losing it out of the second chicane and just finding himself parked perpendicularly.
Oh.
Or was that the first chicane? Just blocking.
Do I see a second? There was a second drive-through for Adam Henry.
Second drive-through for Adam Henry?
Well, like second drive-through of the race for Adam Henry.
Oh, I didn't see it.
What
Thiago
happened?
Alves with a yellow.
He just takes too much.
Go back 5 seconds.
So yeah, he just takes too much of the first curb and just outie things, rotates. And that is just like the worst spot to have to park it.
Oh, I wonder if that gave people a warning, having to avoid him.
Maybe.
All the race more than 10% were affected. I don't I don't know. Carl was definitely not the server though. Carl was his internet if the stream died as well. Wow, Brian, that is a lot of curb. Brian as the candidate for the next SpaceX flight after that. What was it? Was it Falcon Raptor, right? Engines or something like that? I don't know.
Yeah, he's getting ready for the next Artemis launch to the moon.
Marcus Murray now in P21. I'm surprised to see him so far down. He is a pretty fast driver. I wonder if he's had some trouble, or was it damage? I do remember his car getting affected by damage action.
Yeah, probably that.
Making his way back up. Further up the field, Luis Castro for P9 with David Funk still fighting this battle. Has been going on for a while.
I do want to give a shout out to Carlos Gooseman. I didn't realize this until going back to the replay. He started dead last. P40.
Oh, yes, he did.
And he is up to P18.
Actually did.
He must be taking lessons from Chris Turner. Chris Turner is the legend of start me at the back and I'll get you.
Race of attrition, man. We are down to 33 cars. Carl is back on the server. I would assume to try and complete as many laps as he can, stay within the points.
Yep. I don't know if he's been gone too long to get to 80% or not, but
drive through the carnage, baby. Yep. And he's just watching the race. It's fair enough.
Not fair. That's unfortunate.
I'm so sorry to see that happened to him, though.
Did he say what happened first?
If his stream dropped, I'm pretty sure his internet just died all of a sudden.
Whole internet cut out.
Sucks. That sucks.
So the battle for the lead Coming down to
Battlefield?
the final 5 minutes.
Yeah, Luis
First
there.
hitter is on him.
Luis getting just a wall of Lamborghini in front of him there, going into the second chicane, and then gets the move down around the outside.
Ooh,
Is he going to be able to keep it?
cheeky.
He's
Oh,
just ahead, and there's going to be...
What a move.
What a move done by Luis. That is a move and a
Yes,
half.
what a comeback for Luis. Started P5, gets taken out by Nick. Turn 1. Completely malicious by Nick. And has brought it back to P9.
And that was a fantastic move as well on David Funk. That a mover on the outside like that you don't really see, especially coming out of the second chicane.
Luis the Cracked.
Correct. I don't know where he finds that grip. Grip.exe or something? Luis?
Yeah, probably. He's doing it for research. Kunos asked him to try them out.
Oh, yeah.
Tiago back on the tail of Ryan Cody.
So 4 minutes to go. Andre Lloyd, they're letting the race leaders go through before turn 1. Ed Kerstetter and Kostovich, that is Joseph Kostovich. Almost said Jeremy. Still within 4/10 of each other. This
Mick Sharpenberry in the pits. I wonder what happened.
a drive-through or just a teleport back. This race has been interesting, man, and the sun has just set. It is starting to darken out just a
Sure,
little
he's
bit.
not going to be too happy saying that he qualified 3rd in class.
For Sharpenberry, yeah.
Did you not put enough fuel in?
Is that what happened?
Hold on. Oh, hold on. This lap was a little bit longer.
Or Mr. Detective Spaghetti there in the background doing his thing. As we follow the last few battles of the race. Battle for the lead, 5/10 of each other. Battle for P16, that is P5 in class. Ryan and Tiago, and Ryan has the 3rd drive-through of the race.
Hey, we hit my number.
Ryan, come on, man. And that was it was that completely breaking off the track. That was Adam Henry. They're really trying not to get in the way of anyone. So Ryan diving into the pits, he's going to lose a ton of spots from that. Everybody's so close together. I don't think he's going to be able to do anything. And that is Ricky Smile now parking it at the exit of turn 3 or 4. Starting to get back on track.
So yeah, not really sure what happened with Sharpenberry. He just was super slow the last lap. I think he just did not have enough fuel.
That is possible. And we've seen it already as well. And I do remember as well killing someone on the final corner of the race because he ran out of fuel.
Flag for Peter
mid-corner.
Hutch.
Oh,
What happened?
Peter Hutch has taken the wall coming out the pit. No, he's not taking the wall. He's just lost it.
What happened?
So Peter Hutch, unfortunately, is not going to have enough to get back to Danny Bison. Little slide there.
All right, I've got the replay here.
All
Going
right.
into the first chicane. And oh, listen, these boys out here eating way too much sausage.
Yeah.
Can't eat those curbs that much.
I mean, it's just almost 10 p.m. EST. It's dinner time for some folks. Oh, look at that sunset, though.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
So, I guess let's see what happens here in P1.
Final
We're gonna
lap
get 'em.
of the race. And they're close. They're really close now. Kerstetter starting to show his nose up for the first chicane of the lap.
Is this to see who makes Daddy Well proud?
Second chicane, last time, and Ed Kerstetter loses it.
No!
And he is going to have to get going because Danny Bison is right behind him.
Oh.
Just
Can
enough
Danny
time.
catch him? I don't think so,
I
yeah.
don't think so, no. That is unfortunate for Kerstetter, but that is a relief for Kerstetter, for Kostovich, who's going to be able to get the last corner clean with no interruptions.
That's what we call the stream snipe. Pew, pew.
I don't think we're actually stream sniping that. We were watching that
We are
for
trying to hype up it,
while.
and then just did that.
And that is the lead. That is the win for Kostovich. Kerstetter gets to hold on to P2 after that final lap spin. Danny Bison very close behind for the podium. Peter Hutch gets to finish in 4th position. Fantastic drive by him. Joby. And we see that was a yellow flag behind there. Ferrari off track. Having some trouble on the grass.
That was Simile again.
That was Ricky Smell. Joby wins silver class with a fantastic drive. Look at that.
P5 overall.
Yeah.
Greg Billingsley coming in P6 overall. But once again, proving that see. Unfortunately, he did decide to use some of the iRacing order tactics, which we don't want to see. I will publicly shame him continuously all week for it.
Well, that flag has been fantastic recovery drive from Luis, having
For sure, finishing P9.
yeah, after getting taken out in turn 1 by iRacing lag. Paul Miles finishes in P2. Are you looking at something weird?
Yes. Rados is chasing Greg.
And Barrett gets P3 for silver, and that is going to wrap up that podium. For the bronze class, Cosworth takes pole, finishes the race in 1st. Good drive from him. Ramsey Connolly in 2nd, and Ryan Wumper gets to keep 3rd. A little bit ahead of...
What just... Greg's upside down.
What? Get us a replay of that immediately. So, and I'm going to preface this. These guys know each other in real life. They know exactly what they're doing to each other.
Yes.
We don't want people crashing into each other after the end of the race. Especially because we have had incidents where people have almost gotten injured.
Okay, so I started
there's been one
laughing
recently.
because it looked like one of those like super bad cop chases where the people are just chasing around each other in circles.
The Jeremy story, you actually enjoy Zolder once you make it past the first couple of laps.
Okay, there you go. Like, what? That doesn't even make I don't even know how that was possible.
What, to flip the car? Where's the flip?
Can you not see the flip?
No. Oh, we've lost... Your stream's cut off for a bit.
Hold on. All right, let me... It didn't even roll the right way.
So that happened.
That's a thing.
That definitely happened. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today to a very interesting end of the race there for our second round of the season. Luis gets a stop go 30, I guess, for flying through the pit lane like I usually do at the end of the race. He's not going to lose spots from that. That was honestly, it was good. There have been a few contacts. There's been a few incidents. Unfortunately, there's been some lag we probably should have red flagged for at the beginning of the race. Not sure what's causing it. Guess we'll look into it.
Yeah.
But it's an ACC thing. We've noticed more and more. Luis doing some donuts.
It was a good race though.
That was a good race. I enjoyed it.
A lot of fun, a lot of incidents, obviously, but so
Yeah.
sounds like so I was trying to figure out what happened with Rados getting overtaken by Greg through the pits. Apparently, he had an incident with a back marker.
Oh, that is.
Last corner. They tapped each other.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching us. Join us next week at the same time for Moist Bathurst. It is going to be lighter or medium rain. I'm not sure. What do we have? We just have wet Bathurst. I'm looking forward to that. Can't wait.
I'm excited. All the drivers are not. That means we are.
I cannot wait for Moist Bathurst. And with that, I'll bid you farewell. Do you have anything else to say to the boys here on stream?
No. Thanks for stopping by as usual. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, my bad on not calling that red flag. Telling them if I would have known it was multiple.
Yeah.
We try not to do too many red flags. So we don't want to kill like any momentum or anything like that. Try to be fair about it. But
it is what it is. We do have 2 drop rounds. Unfortunately, we'll look into what's going on, and then yeah, for those that made it through the race, congrats, you survived Zolder. Now that's behind you.
And next week we'll see you in the upside down world.
And with that, thank you guys so much for watching, and see you next week. Bye bye.